Hi, I hope you have seen my previous video. Now that we show respect to those who help us in doing our actions, how about doing them? Are we doing them in the right way? Are we doing to full of our potential? I see that we are missing something which makes us compromise in what we do. The one missing thing is having focus. Of course, we might have heard many times people saying, be focused in life, stay focused in what you do. Yes, but are we able to achieve focus? Are we focusing in everything we do? We all know the answer. We compromise. While doing one task, we think about many other things. Let's say while watching a video, we talk to our friends, family, and keep watching it. So we actually do not pay complete attention to what we do. Focus is related to mind, and which is something we have never trained or experienced in controlling it. So when one say try to focus, it is quite a challenging thing to stay focused throughout our action, what we do, because our mind keeps traveling. We get different thoughts while trying to think of one particular thing. And when we try to overdo it, try to be more cautious, it becomes much worse. We lose more focus. If we have to run a marathon or become a scientist just by thinking, we cannot become what we want. We need to train and we need to make our step by step process to reach what we are aiming for. In same way, in order to achieve focus in everything we do, we need to train our mind to listen to us. We need to train our mind to make sure we are able to focus only on one thing and avoid the other thoughts being coming into our mind. Right from childhood, we are put into various extracurricular activities, either by interest or by force. And then after certain years, we won't be doing any of that activity again. For example, let's say playing a sport, playing music. We might start in our childhood, but we don't see that continue as we grow. And when we question ourselves, why, the most convincing answer which we say is, I don't have time. I feel that it is not lack of time, but it is lack of having focus because our mind gets diverted. We are not able to focus just one thing, which makes us lose interest, which makes us think that we don't have time to do it. Have you anytime wondered how it feels like to train our mind? Because this helps us in doing many things which we are not able to do our full potential. Okay, maybe we might be so busy in our life. Have we asked or encouraged or see any kid trying to train their minds? Pay focus in what they're doing. We only put interest in training the kids for physical activities and check well, are they getting better compared to other kids. But do we care about are they really doing their best? What is their actual full potential in doing what they are doing? Do we realize that? Maybe they can even still do better if just not by comparing, but just by seeing how much interest he can put and how much more he can learn. Okay, how do we start focusing? How do we train our mind? As per my experience and as per the way I follow, I see that we can achieve focusing, we can train our mind by step process. Let's try this. Close your eyes for 10 seconds. Concentrate on a one thing and see if you can just focus only on that one thing and try to avoid any other thoughts that might distract you. any one single thing, maybe like something of your favorite sport, favorite person, or favorite food item, anything that comes to your mind, and think of it for 10 seconds. Okay, close your eyes and think about it. Okay, for me, I just thought of myself praying to my parents, without whom I don't exist today. I was only just thinking about them. What you see, are you really able to visualize just one thing that you are thinking of? Most of us, might be possible that even in 10 seconds we might have got distracted and other thoughts might have come into our mind. But as we keep doing this exercise repeatedly, maybe once or twice in a day, and then slowly we should be able to train our mind to focus only on one thing. Remember, do not overdo it, because that will only cause to lose more focus. But if you have time to spare 30 minutes or half an hour in a day, maybe you can first try for the first 10 to 15 seconds, take a break for 1 minute, and then try it again. So repeat this exercise. Once you are able to see that you are able to focus for 10 seconds, maybe go for 20, 30, keep doing it until you are able to focus for certain amount of time, which you think is good enough for you to do a particular action. Once you are able to do it, then try to do this by keeping the eyes open, because when we keep the eyes open there are a lot of things which we can see and that can easily make us distract. So what we can do is take any object like maybe a glass or a pen or a book, keep it in front of you, try to observe it and try not to look at any other things that surrounds the book item, and see if you can constantly stare and observe only the one thing which you are seeing for 10 seconds, and repeat it for 10, 15, 20, 30 seconds until unless you achieve the focus. And remember, this is not just a one day thing. It is like training it. So it needs a lot of patience, and it needs some time to make sure that you are really able to control your mind in fixing your thoughts. This does not mean that you are focusing only on just one thing. It is about whatever the thing which you are doing, trying to focus, put your mind only into that. Once you are able to do this, then try to see if you can implement in your real life actions which we do on a daily basis, like having food. See if you can focus only on what you're eating and not on anything other than food. Also, some things can help you, like let's say you are playing a sport, you want to focus completely on what you are playing. Sometimes we easily get distracted by something. So, to avoid those things, maybe talk to yourself regarding the sport. This might keep you occupied with the sport and avoid other things coming to your mind. Also, one more thing, what I see is that most of the times we get distracted by our mobile. So, if mobile is really not needed for you to be there when you are doing certain things, like let's say you are going for a shopping, walking on the road, if you don't need the mobile, maybe you can put it in a bag and lock it. And so that in that way, you don't get tempted to always get distracted. If we do this, soon at one day, you will be able to give your 100% and need not compromise in what you do. This helps in achieving our best and we do not lose it over the years. So let us start focusing. Thank you for watching. I hope it adds some value to you. We'll talk to you in my next videos. Sarve Jana Sukhino Bhavantu.